Greetings everyone, it's another time and another day we meet in our lovely channel, and today I'm going to share with you the thing that is happening in West Africa. Something big just is happening in West Africa, and a African country banning a US citizen from entering in its territory, and the whole world is paying attention on it. And this board is moved by Niger, a small nation or a small country in West Africa. And also this is a proud member of the Alliance of States of Sahel, means those 3 states, and this also is among of the 3 states that are found in AES in short form. But this is more than reaction, cause it's a powerful than just a reaction. Just assume a Niger, small country in Africa, banning US states from entering its territory. It's wonderful because it's the first time an African nation speaking that citizens from US are not allowed to enter its territory. And this is really independence, that is the nation has a power, or a nation has got its sovereignty to decide what to do and what not to do by its own without any influence. Now, welcome to Make Africa Great, where we are bringing you to story that matters and inspire the continent of Africa. Now, let's start. First, what happened in Niger? It was on certain date when the government of Niger officially announced that now, why the Niger does all this, or why the Niger has decided to ban the visa of US people? Actually, the Niger's government argue that the US has taken punitive steps against its government in recent months. Means that it includes sanctions, suspended aids, and aggressive diplomacy following the political transitions in 2023. In their own words, this is about reciprocity. It's about reciprocity that is taking place in Niger, or Niger has decided to do it. If the US can impose the restrictions in African's nation, why Africa's nation can't keep or can't impose restrictions in those foreign nations or in US? That's a good question, or that the thing that is actually sounding. Why them they can, but us we can't? Let's think it twice. This is all demanding the equal fitting, means we should do things equal. Thus, Niger has decided to restrict all the US citizens from entering its territory, as once they kept for Niger restrictions, also now is the time for Niger to keep for them restrictions. Now, also let's understand about the AES, or the Alliance of States of Sahel. This bloc has led to great political changes, means that it has made itself free from external control or free from Western control. Also, these countries have stand by their own feet to fight for themselves. Means that also Africa has to stand by its own feet to fight against external control. Means we should be free from military presence controls, exploitations, economic dependence, and impose political models. Means that we should stand by our own feet, by our own strength, so as we can make ourselves more developed than remaining dependent. And this actually proves that, this US visa banning proves that the Niger is serious and is moving in another and new and developing direction. Now, the big picture of Africans' foreign policy awakening. This is another thing that's going on. Across African continent, a pattern is rising up. Countries like Niger, who are refusing or who are fighting, defining their own land, are rising. And this means that they are refining for their places in the world, moving away from dependence and towards self-determination. Means that these countries are moving by their own vision, their own understanding, and their own plans without external control. Now, these countries are now seen rising in Africa. Let's go on. New partnership with Russia, China, and other regional integrations in Africa are forming. Military bases are being closely. Local currencies are beginning discussed, and young Africans demanding a break from colonial post. Means that now can see Africans are depending on themselves. Means other partnership or other relationship with other dependence from external are being closed from now. Means African nations like Niger are now standing by their own feet. No any external dependence, no any external influence. Is only Africa dependence. Now, this ban of US citizens from entering in Niger isn't just for reaction, or I can say it's a symbol of a bigger awakening of external control. Means that external control is now breaking down. It means slowly can see the external control is breaking down and is nearly is going to over and end up and finish totally in Africa. Also, Africa isn't just resisting exploitation, it's rising up to take control of its own future. That the thing that our past leaders mainly wanted Africa to happen, but you can see now it's symbol or it's sign or it's light is coming. And Niger, despite the fact that it's a small country, still is fighting for its own, but is playing a giant role in its transformation. It means that is among of the countries which plays a great role in transformation of Africa nation or transformation of African continents in general, from darkness to lightness, from zero to hero, from poor to richness. Now, let's come to global consequences or risk or reactions from other nations. Of course, this board has come with really effects, and main effect is on AIDS operation, that they may be disrupted and humanitarian efforts could suffer. Humanitarian efforts and diplomatic may be worse. Means that about the issue of humanitarianism, we can see there will be many and great effects that will happen, because a African nation banning a US state is for the first time, and this now is what's called the Diplomats, or you can say that this is really determination of African's nation. But by other sides, analysts also warns the tension that it could complicate anti-terrorism efforts in the region where insurgent groups are still active. Means that those groups which brings conflicts or brings wars in nations, since are still alive, the people of Niger should take care, because anything can happen. That is comment from analysts. But also for Niger, it's silence, because the Niger has banned the US citizen from entering in its territory. Means that the US also will take an action, but the cost of silence is higher than the cost of resistance. Means that since the Niger has chosen the sovereignty instead of fear, means that it should be the same. Means it should stand with the same stand, and it should be firm that once it has decided, should not shake, or today has allowed it, tomorrow has closed it. No, once it has a stand, it should stand firm with its own standing. And this also can be done by other African nations, as for many years across Africa, that will move worth respecting. Means that now Niger will be among of the powerful and among of the self-depending country in Africa.
Thank you, Africa, Mama Africa. You make Africa great. Thank you, Africa. Thank you, Africa.